What's up, Slumber Nation? I'm JD, back at it again with another online mattress review, and this time we're going to be reviewing the brand new Plank Firm Natural bed. This guy's sitting right next to me. So Plank is a brand that's technically owned by the brand Brooklyn Bedding, and they make a bunch of quality options right here in the USA. They make firmer, flippable options for back and stomach sleepers, but now entering the fray of their lineup is the new Plank Firm Natural. So in this video, I'm going to try to tell you everything that you need to know about this brand new mattress offering, starting with the policies that it's backed by. Then we'll delve into the bed's actual construction and see exactly what it's made up of. We'll talk about how this thing feels, how the firmness is on either side, of course, how much it costs, and at the end, I'll even sum things up with a final verdict for you, so stick around. If you need any more information about this mattress, maybe I missed something in this review, check the description box for a lot more helpful links. And if you enjoy this video, give us a like, subscribe to the Slumber Yard for so much more. We strive to produce the best mattress review content in the game here on YouTube. But now, let's review the Plank Firm Natural. Let's roll that intro.
At the Slumber Yard, you know we work real hard to find the right bed for you and save you money on it.
Alrighty, so to start, let's go over the general policy stuff that should apply to the Plank Firm Natural. Now, for the record, we did receive this bed for free from Plank to review, so we could test it out over here at the Slumber Yard and tell you guys all about it, but you should be getting completely free bed-in-a-box shipping to start. So this means that this mattress will likely arrive at your door once ordered after a few weeks or so, inside of a box that's around like 4 feet tall. All you gotta do in terms of the whole unboxing process is drag it into your bedroom and tear off all the cardboard and plastic packaging, and shortly thereafter, you will have a brand new mattress that will inflate right in front of your eyes. Now, with a lot of hybrid beds that don't use any pocketed coils or latex foam, you want to give them a couple days, maybe even just like a couple hours to fully inflate. But this thing, since it does use those really responsive latex foams and pocketed coils, should snap into its original shape right after that unboxing. So it should be ready to go right on night one. And speaking of nights, you do have a trial period of 120 nights with the Plank Firm Natural to really test it out and see if it's going to be right for you before it's officially yours. If within that time frame you end up not really digging the bed for whatever reason, you flip it over to the other side and that's not working for you either, you can get completely free returns with this bed, though the brand will probably ask you to try it out for at least a full month before you make your final decision on it. But I highly doubt many folks are going to be doing that anytime soon, as you're already doing your research by watching this video. So in the case you do want to keep this bed, it is backed by a pretty nice warranty of around like 10 years. Also, as I mentioned, this bed is made right here in the USA, in Phoenix, Arizona, in fact. So if you care about getting American-made products, this could move the needle for you. And if you need any more information about the general policies that I just kind of covered, check the description box for so much more. Now, with all the policy stuff out of the way, let's talk about the Plank Firm Natural's design. And as I mentioned, this is a double-sided mattress, so both sides are actually meant to be slept on. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like you're getting two beds in one. But it's also a hybrid mattress that uses coils for support in combination with latex foam and organic wool for comfort. So if you didn't know already, pocketed coil beds just provide heavier individuals with a lot more long-term support and durability than their all-foam counterparts. And because pocketed coils are individually siloed springs, they kind of move independently of one another and don't respond as a whole unit like a traditional innerspring chassis. And they're a little bit better in terms of airflow, and they give beds a lot more bounce if that's something that you're into. But back to the Plank Firm Natural, regardless of the side that you end up sleeping on, it's going to have pocketed coils right in the middle. Then on either side of those pocketed coils is going to be a responsive layer, their comfort layer of latex foam on either side. And then sandwiching either side is going to be an additional layer of organic wool right beneath the bed's organic cotton covers. And this design of the Plank Firm Natural gives it a more responsive and supportive latex foam feel. So both sides are going to feel pretty springy and spongy, for lack of a better term, and kind of snap back into their original shapes almost immediately once pressure is released. You'll probably lay down on this bed and pretty much get the exact opposite sensation of something like a memory foam. So with a memory foam, you get a lot of sink-in body conforming qualities, but on here, on a bed like this, it's nothing like that. It's pretty much going to be really responsive with little to no sink-in, so keep that in mind going forward. But since this bed does use the softer style of latex foam when you compare it to Dunlop, it uses Talalay latex foam, it is going to provide a little bit more give and pressure relief from the other Plank mattresses, which do use firmer panels of polyfoam on top. So the plank firm natural, when you compare it to the other plank beds, is going to be the softer model, but it is going to be still on the firmer end of the spectrum. The firm side is going to sit right in between a medium and a medium firm on our scale, so it should be a great accommodating option for all sleeper types, but probably a little bit more supportive for back and stomach sleepers. And then their extra firm side sits right at a proper medium firm, maybe even a tinge bit firmer than that. So that's going to be a great option for most primary back and stomach sleepers out there. Firmness is a pretty subjective thing though. It mainly depends on how much you weigh. Heavier people find beds to be softer than they really are, while more petite-sized individuals find them to be firmer, but it is nice that you do have, a couple different firmness options in one mattress. If you don't like one side, you can just flip it over and try out the other. But if you do want a different firmness level overall in your next bed, you can try out maybe one of the other Brooklyn bedding beds, and we'll try to link more information about them down below in the description box. Now let's get into edge support, motion isolation, and temperature regulation, which are pretty much things for most couples to consider if you want to be sharing this bed with a partner. In terms of edge support, which basically refers to how sturdy the perimeter edges of the bed are under pressure, it's pretty dang good on the plank firm natural. Since it does have those responsive elements like those pocketed coils and latex foam, I think you're going to be firmly placed along that edge and not feel any roll-off sensation anytime soon. In terms of motion isolation, which is basically how well a bed absorbs cross-mattress movement, since it does have that latex foam on top, it's not the best in terms of motion isolation, and latex foam as a material usually really isn't, but it's still pretty dang good. Based on our tests, we saw that the plank firm natural did absorb quite a bit of motion, which is pretty surprising, so you shouldn't really have any issues here either. Now, in terms of temperature regulation, this really comes down to other exterior factors, and it kind of varies on a case-by-case basis, but we would say that the firm natural from plank pretty much sleeps temperature neutral for most people at the end of the day. Latex foam as a material is also naturally moisture wicking, so it could dissipate your bodily heat at night and help you if you're a bit of a hot sleeper, so also keep that in mind. Now let's cover some fun facts for the plank firm natural, and one is that there are tons of certifications to back up just how ethically and sustainably sourced this bed is. All of the cotton, wool, and latex in the bed is organically certified, and there's also no toxins or harsh chemicals that were used in the making of the bed, so you are going to be getting a pretty sustainably sourced option here. Again, we're going to try to link some more information about all those certifications down below in the description, as frankly, it's quite a bit to get into in this video. Now let's get into pricing. How much are you going to be paying up for this option when all is said and done? And I do want to clarify here that pricing within the online space constantly fluctuates, and I can only attest to what I'm currently seeing in terms of this bed's pricing, so check in the description box to see whatever's current with their pricing and promotions. But when you compare this bed to a lot of other really premium natural and organic offerings within the online space, I don't think it's half bad in terms of pricing. A queen size currently retails for right around the $2,100 range, maybe a little bit upwards of that, but after discount, and you should be able to locate one down below in the description box of this video, you should be paying right around the $1,600 mark for that queen size. Again, check the description box for that discount on this mattress, and if you do decide to use it, it actually goes a long way in helping us hardworking folks out over here, so we really appreciate that support from you guys. But that's pretty much going to sum it up for our official thoughts on the newly released plank firm natural. My personal take on it, I actually really enjoy that Plank put out a natural and organic option that is a little bit softer than their other two plank beds, which are pretty dang firm at the end of the day. So I really enjoy this mattress, but when it comes down to it, I would say look into the plank firm natural if you want a flippable hybrid bed with a different firmness level on either side to choose from, that each feature more of a responsive latex foam feel, and you don't mind spending up a bit for a pretty nice eco-friendly bed. But hey, that's just our take on it. What is yours? Everybody has an opinion on everything these days, and we would love to know your thoughts on this particular mattress. Write us down below in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If we helped you out towards your decision on this thing today, click the like button and subscribe to the Slumber Yard for so much more. And if you need any more information about this bed, check in the description box for a ton of helpful resources and links, but that's pretty much going to do it for this one. Hopefully you're doing well out there. My name is JD. I'm with the Slumber Yard, and like always, sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe.